Hi, I'm QTALECIA Garrett. I am here to introduce our New South Development and Training Outreach Hour every Tuesday at 2 p.m., giving you information on how to become a part of the programs through USDA and Farm Service Agency. We can be reached at 678-779-9468. We can also be found online at newsouthoutreach.com. Hey there, it is me again, QTALECIA Garrett, and this week I am back with my counterpart. You see our names are transposed right there on the screen. Pay that no mind, y'all know who I am. I'm Talecia, and let me introduce to you today my sister, co-worker, and absolute outreach guru, Tameka Garrett. Like I said before in our last episode, Tameka heads up Stilettos on the Pavement. Her focus is highly involved in helping women and the LGBTQ++ community be involved and accelerate in all things business and entrepreneurship. So although she does not only focus on women when she's working with New South Development and Training, she's definitely an asset to our organization. And today she's going to talk about either one or more of the events that she has scheduled and coming up. So get your notepad out and take some notes on where she will be coming up and which services she's going to be tapping into. As you know, at New South Development and Training, we focus on all things career and business advancement. So that's always our focus, and primarily for the purpose of this show and her presentation, she'll be letting you know about some of the training that she's going to be doing that involves USDA programs and FSA. So I won't tell the entire story. The whole point of this, and the luxury for me, is that we have Tameka here today to elaborate on what we're going to be training on and the outreach and upcoming dates and locations. So I'm going to sit back, relax, and kind of let her take the show from here. Let me remind you, though, we'll have this show. We'll talk about a few things. But if you ever need additional information, feel free to reach us many ways. You know that we're available everywhere. So you can catch us on our website at newsouthoutreach.com. You can call us at our phone number, which you see listed there on the screen, 601-368-8488. Or you can hit us up on our Instagram page, which is, it's on Instagram at New South Outreach. On Facebook, we have the same extension. However, if you go into your Facebook search bar, you'll likely find us if you type in New South Development and Training. So that's where you can find us there. So again, we have our walk-in hours here in Jackson, Mississippi at 2659 Livingston Road, not too far from right downtown and right up the street from UMMC. You can walk into our hours here every day of the week. Well, we're going to say let's do this Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you want to be sure to get specific attention when you arrive, go ahead and give us a call so we can schedule you out a block of time to get all of your needs met, whether it be just finding out about the services and programs and training that we offer here at New South Development and Training, and or getting you some hands-on help with applications that you may be filling out to participate in USDA and FSA programs. So again, I digress, and I'll hand the mic over to, although she has her own, and these things are huge, by the way. But Tameka Garrett, have at it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and I'll be reeling you back in shortly. But I do want to give this information, and I'm also glad that you gave them contact ways to reach us for any further questions. And I can say that it's right on the press right now. So you guys are the first to hear that we do have a flyer coming up. So unfortunately I wasn't able to bring it, but I am told that it's ready to go. So I'll be posting those things by tomorrow. So it'll be on our website, it'll be on our social media outlets, and it'll be talking about specifically the event we have with USDA, the Farm Service Agency, that is coming up at the end of this month. And then I will go into a couple of other events that we have coming up, also some listening sessions and a fundraiser that is going to be scheduled for 2022. But right now I want to give you guys some information, and so I'll ask that Cedric put up our slide 1 if he would. That would be great at this time. So there it is. Wonderful. So what you guys are seeing right here is, and I'm sure if you haven't, we didn't talk about it today, but so I'm going to give you a little bit of the description, because TALECIA has spoken about the partnership with us and USDA and the Farm Service Agency, and what we're doing right now is an outreach for them to get some more information, some in the community, feet on the ground, to let farmers and ranchers know about the opportunities and programs, as well as funds that are available for them. So the Farm Service Agency, which you'll see on the slide there at the very bottom, there is their website, so that you can get more information there if it's something that you're interested in, or you don't quite know what do they offer and how to get a hold of someone. Feel free to look through their services, their programs, their outreach, all of those things. And if there's some things that you have more questions about, or technical assistance, we have been charged with assisting you with that. This is why TALECIA gave you guys the hours of operation. And so keep in mind that we're available for you to do. Some people, or, you know, sometimes when you get to a computer, it can be a little bit overwhelming, right? So that's okay. That is what we are here for. We're here to hold your hand and walk you through the process, right? So please don't be discouraged by that, because again, we've been charged to assist you with that. So what I can tell you, and I have this slide that is still up there, the Farm Service Agency outreach, it coordinates and implements agency-wide outreach activities for farmers, ranchers, and stakeholders who can benefit from their programs and services. So there's lots of programs and services they have, and we are going to talk about one of them coming up. And again, the flyers will be available by tomorrow, and this is going to be taking place on Tuesday, December the 21st. It is on a Zoom, so don't look for us at a meeting place for this first one. You'll have the Zoom information on the flyer. Again, it is Tuesday, December the 28th. All you have to do to register is email, and the email on the flyer is my personal email. So it is tgarrett@garretteci.com. And as you can see, so that it's not confusing for you, you can also do the one that TALECIA mentioned, the one that's easy right there on your screen. It's bold and right there for you. You can use either one of those emails to say that you want to register for this Zoom, or you can call the number right on your screen at 601-368-8488. So let's get into, I won't go over every single thing, because that's what the Zoom is designed for, but I will give you some information today. So if we could go to slide 4, that would be great. So this is what we're talking about, is supporting organic and transitioning farms through organic certification, cost share programs. And right here, if you look at these numbers, and there's more numbers on their website, the surveys were done talking about 2019 until today. And let me say that, so that you don't forget, that this is going to be available, and the deadline is right around the corner. It is January the 7th. So if you look at that, get that information there. Let's look at slide 5, please. Okay, and so it's telling you to get certified. We're going to also go into what you need to be certified. We're going to talk about the facts and where the funds come from. And on this one, it's how do organic farmers get started? Get started is getting certified, transitioning to organic practices, ending the use of all prohibited substances, and the rest on the screen that you can clearly read. I don't want to read every single line on there, but we will go more in depth on the Zoom Zoom and also give you an opportunity to ask all the questions that you may have available. If we could go to the next slide, please, that would be great. Slide 6. And then you may be asking yourself, well, what is an organic certification? And who does it apply for? At the bottom of there are 2 links. There we are. If you can see those links there so that you can get more information than what's on the slide, that would be great. It says the USDA National Organic Program regulates all organic crops, livestock, and agricultural products certified to the USDA organic standards. Again, that is a lot to say in one bullet point. Then you have 2 other ones, but for more information, because we don't have a lot of time again to go over every single thing, but this is why the Zoom is so important for you to register, to find out where this grant is, how to get certifications, what funds are available for you as a farmer or rancher. If we could do the next slide, that would be great. Thank you so much. So what, if you're asking yourself, well, what can be certified? And so, great question. Here's the answer right here. What can be certified as regulations through the USDA are crops, livestock, wild crops, and processed products. And it kind of describes them on each one of those bullet points there. We could go to the next slide. Thank you. Slide 8. Okay, the common barriers, because you may say, well, what's stopping people from getting certified? And that is also a good question. Some of the myths are that they can't afford organic certification. They don't know how to handle the paperwork. So those are 2 great things. And then it talks about the truth underneath there. So if you think it's something that you can't afford, maybe you just don't know that there's funds available that change it on a sliding scale for payments, or funds available that to help you pay for certain things so that you're able to get certified. And then if you can't handle the paperwork, again, we already talked about one of the things that we were charged to do here at New South is the technical assistance, helping you walk through each back in the day, we say paperwork. They don't say that anymore. We're here to walk you through every single form on the computer screen, to walk you through there, help you fill it out, let you know where to turn it in, let you know the due dates. And again, for this particular one, for this program, the due date is right around the corner. It is January the 7th. And you may be asking yourself, well, why are they doing this now? And the reason is because, one, the deadline is right around the corner. There's funds available for you, assistance available for you. And the week of Monday, the 27th of December through that Thursday, we're going to by appointment only, because we want to be able to answer your questions, spend as much time as you need with us to fill out your applications. We're going to be right here at our office that's located in Jackson, Mississippi, from 9 a.m. to 4. Again, that is by appointment only at the number on your screen, and we'll walk you through every single step of taking advantage of what's available for you. So again, the number is on your screen at 601-368-8488. And this is USDA's Farm Service Agency, supporting organic and transitioning farmers through organic certification cost share programs. It's a lot to say, but it's also a lot available out there. So that's one of the events that we have scheduled. And again, remember that it is a Zoom event. It's not somewhere that you have to go to. It'll also be recorded. So if you miss it or you're unavailable at that particular time, you may want to reach out to us and let's see, because we hadn't discussed that. For those who might miss it, will they be able to go back and watch the recording? So I think that's a great question that Talecia will give me an answer to, and I can share that with you guys. So that's the first thing that I have scheduled. Shall I talk about something else, or what would you like to talk about?
The floor is yours.
Oh my gosh, the floor is mine. All right, so let's move on. Walking into 2022. So first of all, let me kind of back up a little bit and take a breather, right? Can you guys hear all this here? So I am excited about, doing events, having listening sessions, doing fundraisers, but also the opportunity to let the community know things that are available to them and for them, and helping those who want to step into different roles in 2022. With the pandemic, maybe they don't want to do what they were doing anymore, and they need new skill sets. So that's very exciting for us. And if you guys watched her last episode, she talked about the history of New South, how it got started, the partners that you worked with before, and the people that are supporting us. So I don't want the year to go by without us saying thank you to the community. Thank you to the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you to the Children's Defense Fund, of course, USDA, and all the people that partnered with us. And we look forward to partnering with you and your business and your organization, whether it's a for-profit or nonprofit agency. We don't want to take that for granted. So I want you guys to know that it means a lot to us to be able to do what we do and enjoy.
I'm so glad that you said all of that, because it is very important that we say thank you and show gratitude, because we always have so much information to share that sometimes it's those small details that Tameka always pulls my coattail on and reminds me to be human in the process. So it's really helpful. We really enjoy the work that we do. She did mention just a few of our clients between USDA, FSA, Children's Defense Fund, Boys and Girls Club, which is a favorite partner and client of mine. One of the passions that we have are working with youth and young adults. So it's always an awesome time to be able to work with fresh minds and folks, not to rule out us older folks. I'm not going to say that at all. What I'm saying about that is it's just nice when you have somebody that's really positive about the outlook of their future, which is why we like working with folks that are thinking about a career change or jumping out of their career into entrepreneurship, because we have had the great benefit of doing business with government agencies and corporations and individuals for so long that we just find it really a blessing to be able to share the wealth of that information and help others do some of the things that we've been fortunate to do along the way. And I think it's really important that we do offer that, not just as a service that folks are, yes, we have our contracts that we are fulfilling, but just to be able to share. And even when we step into some of our pro bono services where we're just offering the help from the information that we have gained over the years, because we do not take for granted the fact that New South Development and Training has been in business for 20 years. So we've bumped our heads along the way. We've also worked in other agencies and corporations. Myself managing Garrett ECI.4 for the years that I managed that, and did construction management and disaster recovery, and Tameka running Stilettos on the Pavement, and us watching our father, Socrates Garrett, over the years with his multiple enterprises and seeing what works and what doesn't and how we can fine tune things. So we do have, our lives have been an absolute course in this, in addition to our formal education and our previous careers. But we would just love to help those who are interested in doing anything similar get to the next level in their career or endeavors. So one reason why we do enjoy working with USDA and FSA is because, again, we enjoy helping those who are already in that industry, but we also like to help those who are thinking, let me give that a try. So if we know how to get you guys to the resources that can help you try out a new career or improve the career that you have, we are more than willing. We have that number listed there on the screen. When you go on our website, it says that we're available Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. But let me say this about that. It also says right there under there that we're always available to you. And we mean that wholeheartedly, and we're able to say that and provide that level of service because this is something that we are passionate about. We're absolutely just fine with being used as stewards and servants to help people get to the next level. So all of us in New South Development and Training have our niche. And it's just awesome, the times that I have seen Tameka facilitate presentations and events that help those in the mental health space navigate through their daily trials and tribulations as entrepreneurs. I've been in awe just sitting here as a spectator and learned so much in that process. So it's awesome to have an agency where you don't always have to lead. You don't always have to be the one teaching, but we learn so much from one another, and we learn so much from the students that we train. So it's a real laid-back sharing environment. Again, we try to take the sting out of it by keeping it from being just textbook or just online education or just classroom education. We really love to have a good time. Yeah. We really love being hands-on and out in the field. So anytime that we're able to take you into an environment that you're curious about or that we've been in for years, we love to do it. So we appreciate the time that you guys spend even just sitting here watching this, because again, if we can spark any bit of interest and help you say, okay, I don't have to do this alone. There are people out here that provide coaching, training, and just have some access to some of the resources that may help you get to the next level. And we happen to have those. It's been a fortunate position, and we love to share in that, helping you guys get to the next level, because we grow as you grow.
Speaking of growing and next level and generations, that one of the events that I am planning, and I have to go look at the site today, is with the athletic director, Usda Fitzgerald. So it's out at Piney Woods, and their website, for those who may not be familiar with the school, it's pineywoods.org, ORG, and the next one is going to be about beginning farmers. So people who are thinking about being a farmer, rancher, whether they're in at the school as young adults, or they have a land somewhere here in the state of Mississippi, but they don't really know how to get started and what to do and what the process is. I've partnered with Usda Fitzgerald out at Piney Woods School. He's opened up the campus for us to come and talk to the young adults there, the students there as well. And so I look forward to that. I thank Usda for the opportunity to not only be able to go and talk about farming and ranching and how you can make money, or this could be your side job, if you will, but you'll be able to provide for your family, but being able to talk to all of them. He also said that I have stilettos on the pavement, but there's another arm of that, which is flats on the pavement. And that was initially designed to help young girls walk across the stage for graduation, right? And so it's going to be revamped a little bit. I'm not sure what the team and I are going to do with it as of today, but I am going to go down there, and I look forward to not just myself, but New South going there to show them that, you can go to school. There's funds available, so that taking the finance out of it, so I don't have to go to school. But as I say that and I'm thinking about it, and you guys can share your comments. We'll go back and look at our Facebook feed for your comments and answer as many as those as we can. Is an college degree necessary now with so many things? I heard that commercial today or something saying, hey, they learned it on YouTube. There's so many different other things, because college is not for everyone. I'm not going to sit, hey, I'm just hanging on back right here. Both my sisters have master's degrees. I do not. I've gone to college several times. I have so many certifications, and I'm good at a lot of different things. But now, as we look at 2022 coming up, where we are, if they don't go to college, what are they going to do? Because one thing is for certain, you're going to have to make money. You're going to need to make money to live. No matter what your lifestyle is or your dream lifestyle is, it costs money. And not only that, some people talk about streams of income. I think that that's great. But by the time the students at Piney Woods are in their 20s, they finish school or what have you, they're going to need rivers. It won't be a stream anymore. You won't need like 2 or 3. You're going to need a whole bunch of help, because everything is just constantly going up. So, I look forward to being able to go and kind of help them create a path, whether that's a path to college, getting a 4-year degree, or if that's another path where they want to go to a junior college, or they want to get a certification to learn how to do something, because they're going to need to be able to make it living for themselves and be able to be independent, not dependent on someone else. And your thoughts about that?
Oh, I love it. And I always, when you're talking about that, and whether or not we're going to be college bound or we're going to pick up a trade, this generation that we're in right now, our millennials, that's what I love about the generation itself, is that the inspiration that you glean from that generation is just ridiculous, because everyone is charting their own path. And the times that we live in right now, we have all the resources to be able to do that. We used to think it was a great thing when a musician became a self-started musician, because he was selling things out of the trunk of his car. He was selling his CDs out of the trunk of his car. But right now, the internet and everything that we have access to is everybody's trunk. Yeah. You can sell, get yourself out there, perform. It's just amazing. So I recall being little and being in class, and there were when the teacher asked you what you were going to be when you grew up, there was probably about 5 things. You were going to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, fireman, policeman, and some wild hair would say, I'm going to be president of the United States, you know? So, but that was the true cookie cutter limitation that we kind of had set for us, because if we said anything else, it was kind of shunned or even
you
laughed
almost like
at.
got shot down, like that's not possible.
Totally, because it made it seem as though the thing that you were passionate about, whether it was music, dance, artistry, anything that a creative said, everybody looked at it as that was a hobby. Now you need to go find something real to do. And that's what I love about being in this time right here, is that everything is real to do. And I look at people like Elon Musk. And that story is just so inspirational to me, because he's growing up watching all the leaders in NASA. And that's what inspired him. But when he presented his ideas to the folks at NASA, they told him he couldn't do it. And what is he doing right now today? He's doing it. So
I didn't know that. I didn't
that's
know
what
told him
we're
that.
driven by, knowing that you can do it. And we're just here trying to help you get to that process, or get the information in your hands to help you do it. Again, we focus heavily on USDA and FSA during this hour, because they're one of our partners that helped us share this hour with you. But anything that you're interested in, especially entrepreneurship and business development, and for the corporations and government entities that we serve, we make sure that most of our contracts with corporations and government agencies are outreach and diversity contracts. And we take that really close to heart, because in that vein, we're providing services to those agencies and corporations that ensure that their workforce is highly skilled and talented, that their workforce is diverse. And when we say diverse, we don't just mean black and white.
Or Christian or not.
Or Christian or not, or gay or straight. We run the gamut. We want that workforce to look like what our country looks like, what our world looks like, because we're all extremely capable. It's just we want to make sure that we're here taking a heartfelt interest in making sure that all of those populations have access to the information and access and the resources that they need. So,
well, what I didn't hear you say was, I mean, I get that, and I think all of that's great, but also talking about a different population, I know before you talked about doing, for the inmates, because when they get out, whether it's a man or a woman, they have to know some kind of, the world has changed. Like if you were looking at our Facebook post from 9 years ago, right? So if you look at what we looked like 9 years ago, right? What technology looked like 9 years ago, what cars look like. Like now we're looking at cars, right? Not having to buy gas, not having to get an oil change. So you've been somewhere else that you haven't seen any of this happening, and then you get out and woo! I can only imagine.
And that's a special population that we are always proud to have served and continue to seek to serve, is to help those that have a background or a checkered past, let them know that that's not the end of the world either. So we've provided tons of training programs for life skills training, job skills training, to one, increase their chances of doing well once they're on the outside, and reduce the rates of recidivism amongst those populations, because there's so much opportunity out here. And it does, like we said, we're talking about entrepreneurship. A self-made person is not looking at that background saying this is going to hold me back. They're not letting backgrounds hold them back. They're not letting credit scores hold them back. And
that credit score could be fixed. It could be fixed. It could be worked on.
All of this is a work in progress. And that's what we like to make sure that everyone is aware of, is that in our world there are no no's. It's just, let me build up to it and we're going to get this done.
Right.
So.
There's a not now, or not yet, but there isn't a no. I like that. So we don't have a whole lot of time left. We were talking so much, and this was really great. I mean, it went by really fast. You mentioned an hour, so our show really is within an hour. So sometimes you might see a show that's 30 minutes, might be 20 minutes. We're going to be here, no doubt, but the time is within an hour. So I just let you wrap it up, but I just want to say thank you guys for your previous support. Thank you for following us into new adventures and how we're changing things up, because that's the way of the world. Things are changing and we don't want to be left behind. And I wish you a happy and safe holiday season.
We are on the holidays. That keeps, the thought of that is just kind of anxiety driving, but nonetheless, it's exciting. We're closing out the year 2021. It's been a pivotal year for New South Development and Training. Again, we welcome the change and we welcome the new year, and we welcome seeing you guys right here with us going into the year 2022. My God, that is a number.
And with us, even on the show, you know, for the younger generation or any generation for that matter, if there's something that you guys want to talk about, your business or something, and you think it might be a good fit, something that we can share and talk about, definitely reach out to TALECIA on the number on the screen. You know, we want to get to know the people in our community and the businesses and how we can support and do business together.
And if you want to appear on one of our shows, feel free.
Especially the young kids, because I need to hear from them. Like, they have so many ideas that are mind-blowing to me, because there's no box for them.
Absolutely not. So again, that's our time today. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I was glad to have Tameka here. Hopefully she'll join us again sometime really soon as new dates of events come up. And she's ready to share that information for you all to attend, be there with us, learn and grow with us. Let us know always if there is something that you guys would like to see covered that we're not covering, or if there's a training that you would like us to look at that we're not currently providing. We can always customize those for you or your company or government agency. So we look forward to working with you. Again, enjoy the holidays. Keep first things first as family, and keep them close to you. Love on your loved ones. Love on them hard. And we'll see you back here soon. Thank you so much. I'm QTALECIA Garrett.
I'm Tameka Garrett. And you guys share this. Thanks.
See you soon. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm QTALECIA Garrett. I am here to introduce our New South Development and Training Outreach Hour every Tuesday at 2 p.m., giving you information on how to become a part of the programs through USDA and Farm Service Agency. We can be reached at 678-779-9468. We can also be found online at newsouthoutreach.com.